Back.
Oh, snap, we're back from that back place we used to be. I was at an old place, stealing flows from DVG.
I'm gonna be honest with you, you're too loud. Turn the volume down for me.
I hate it when you say
Turn it down just slightly, man. You're in my ear, too loud.
Yeah,
There we go, perfect. Right now, we're in our bed. Well, actually, I'm in my bed, and I'm comfy as hell. We both got blankets on.
Yeah, I'm comfy, too.
This is the She Didn't Text Back podcast. We haven't done it. We missed a week because we went to New York.
Uh-huh, yeah. We missed a week because we went to New York.
What are you throwing shade or something?
I'm definitely throwing shade.
For what?
I was ready to podcast.
Nah.
I was in the podcast building.
I have a few text messages from you, and you were in the podcast building.
I was in the...
You were.
I was.
But I went to the beach.
You went to the beach.
Will, look at this. Sometimes you need to live life, all right? You're always like, oh, I'm sad, and I just want to make them... Don't touch the damn... You hear that shit?
I'm sorry.
Don't touch the
Please
shit.
go back to lecturing me.
I just want to be sad in my room and watch anime. How come I don't have... You don't have a girlfriend because you don't go outside? Shit! Do you not understand that concept? If you don't go outside, you're not gonna... Don't breathe into the damn mic because no one wants to hear that shit. If you don't go outside, you're not gonna meet anyone. Okay, you know what the bullshit is? Everything I tell you, if Joe Barretto would have told you this, you would be like, oh yeah, you're right, huh? Oh yeah, huh? Shoot, I don't like my...
Welcome to She Didn't Text Back.
Welcome to She Didn't Text Back. Will, move back a little bit because your mic's a little louder than mine.
God damn, it's in your earphones.
We're just trying to get it perfect, baby. All right? This is She Didn't Text Back. This is a podcast where we talk about bullshit. We're two dudes in a bad mood all the time. I feel like I was in a bad mood last night.
Oh, yeah, you were in a bad mood.
I
legitimately believe last night is the most emotional I've ever seen you in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
My whole life.
Yeah.
What about that one time I cried on your shoulder?
That never happened.
That hasn't happened, huh? We should make that happen.
We should make that happen.
I wasn't emotional. I was just in a bad mood.
You just like...
I was on my Drake shit.
You were in the second half of a Drake song. You were in the second half.
When the beat changes up, and he's like, all right, here we go.
It's like, yeah, I got money and I got all that, but I don't really know if I want it, though. You were in the second half of a Drake song.
Can we make that a thing?
Yeah.
You were in the second half of a Drake song.
You're in the second half of a Drake song. The first half is always, for those of you who don't listen to Drake music, the first half of most Drake songs are like, yeah, I got this and that and this and that. Band set, girls having sex with me. And then the beat changes to a slower beat.
And the whole thing switches up and he goes, yeah.
Yeah. You and your green eyes.
Nico, one time.
I love you. I remember when I was sleeping on the floor in the basement.
He always references sleeping in the goddamn floor in the basement. Oh, goddamn.
You do something one time that's like real deep, and then you just keep bringing it up over and over again.
Because it sounds cool.
I never once slept on the floor in the basement.
I like sleeping on the floor.
I'm not a fan.
I'm a tall man, so I have back problems.
I just remembered my childhood when we moved into that house in 2008. I always slept on the floor. I would watch Roseanne for hours.
Wait, how old were you in 2008?
Ooh, I'm trying to take a picture.
Take a picture.
Ooh,
that's longer.
I made a deep Drake reference.
Oh yeah, wow, you did. Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
Will doesn't know math, so he's trying to buy time.
Nah, you see, 15.
15?
Yeah.
Is that your child? I guess that is a childhood, huh?
Yeah.
Even though you're a teenager.
I was a teenager.
Yeah, I like to sleep on the floor because it makes my, I don't do it ever. My bed is actually on the floor, so does that count?
I get kinda, yeah. Mine is on the bed on the
floor.
floor.
See, if y'all like me,
yeah,
you keep it real and you have your mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
And that's a choice. I can go buy a what's it called?
Frame.
I can buy a frame. I can buy a what's the other thing called?
A headrest.
I can buy a headrest when that other thing that you put the mattress on.
A box spring.
Hell yeah, I can afford a box spring, but I don't want one. I want my shit on the ground. All right. I feel like if I'm closer to the ground, I'm safer.
Darren, I'm gonna be honest with you. We are in this house artists. We are artists.
Who?
All of us. To a certain degree.
Who's in this house?
Us four.
Catacomb.
There's five. Us five.
All right.
Us five. We're all artists. But we don't live. Where is Catacomb? Oh, he's laying on my blanket, of course. We don't live like artists. Our place is a little too bland. Like, I know this, like, your room doesn't really look like many people's rooms. Mine doesn't really look like many people's rooms. Steve doesn't either. Sam's look like people's rooms. But
Sam's looks like a 14-year-old's room.
It does look like
a 14-year-old's room decorated by IKEA.
By IKEA. Sam, if you were walking around IKEA and you walked into his room, you wouldn't know that it was Sam's room. You'd be like, this is another one of these dumbass IKEA
You'd
sets.
be like, oh damn, where's those ice creams and the churros and IKEA food mart? Huh? Where's that shit at? Because it's just only $1 and I'm hungry.
And we're making fun of Sam, but it's really because his room is way cleaner and just like
Sam is so clean.
So clean.
And I'm so not. And I'm trying to get better at it, and I just...
Oh, no.
I've been... Look, I'm telling you to look. Other people can't see because it's a podcast. But anyways, look at my shit. I've been hanging my clothes. A year ago, I would wash my clothes, leave them into the hamper until it was dirty.
Yeah, me too.
And then when the hamper was empty, I would go, oh, I got to do laundry now. I'd put all those clothes back into the hamper and rinse, dry, repeat. What's the term? Don't tell me. I want to know.
Ain't no telling.
So, yeah, I feel like I'm doing better. All right? There's a dog barking, and I need him to stop. But anyways, back to last night. I was in a weird mood, not because of anything. Maybe it was the trigger song. What did you say? We played a song, and you're like, this is my trigger song.
I said my rap trigger song?
What song were we playing?
It's Runaway by Kanye West.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
my rap trigger song.
Maybe that put me in a weird mood.
Some people that watch me on other stuff know my actual trigger song is Creep by Radiohead. Always.
It is.
Always been my trigger.
I like the
It
version,
hits too close to home.
I like the version you play. I like the version you play. What's her name? Danielle
Andrade. Oh,
shouts out to her one time.
Danielle Andrade is the most... She sings so well. I want her to be my boo thing. I want her to be in a relationship with me because I feel like I learned so much. She's so emotional. She's so deep. And I'm over here like, hey, everybody want to hear this jerk-off joke? Like, she'd be so deep.
Do you think you could deserve that?
Yes. No, nobody deserves anything.
That's what I say. I don't think anyone deserves anything.
Nobody deserves anything. Anybody who thinks that they deserve something, you're wrong.
I think you should try to convince her to like you, though.
I'm tired of that, though. That's like my life. I've always been trying to convince people to like you. And I've learned you can't convince anybody to like you.
Well, I mean, you can and you can't.
You can.
You can't convince someone who already knows you and you have an established friendship.
Yeah.
And if they just don't like you, they don't like you.
They just don't like you.
They're not going to just one day. Well, actually, who knows? Maybe we're too close-minded. But I just feel like they're not going to be like one day, you know what? I like this motherfucker.
That rarely happens.
Yeah, they're going to be like, you know what? This is a cool motherfucker, and I'm going to keep him as a friend.
Yeah.
But like,
I've been kept as a friend so much. I'm cool with it, though. Luckily, a lot of the girls that I like are like also cool to be friends with. Except for the last one. I don't think she wants to be friends with me. I really liked her a lot.
She really fucked everything up.
Yeah,
Everything was so perfect.
Damn.
Bring it down.
Damn.
Let's get real. Everything was fucking perfect.
It was perfect.
It was like was it a 2 weeks? Did it even
It was
last
like
that long?
maybe like 3 weeks.
It was 3.
Let me tell you how perfect it was, Darren. I remember I had a moment. I asked myself. I do this every 3 days. Maybe even daily. I say, "Am I happy?" And I said, "Yes."
Really?
And yeah. And I was like, "Wow." Remember, I was like, "Darren, we're having a good time in life right now. We're gonna go back. We're gonna look back in times, and this would be the times we look at."
Yeah.
And 12 hours later, it was different.
Why? How come nothing can ever just go how we expect and want it to go? I guess life wouldn't be as fun.
Life wouldn't be as fun if you always knew you were going to win.
If shit was always just going great and always happy and always fun.
I'll find a new one.
But yeah, we look back. It was the Brothers Banquet.
The Brothers Banquet.
Who did you recently told someone about the Brothers Banquet in specific detail to the point where I didn't even know that it meant that. And I was talking to them. Fuck, who was that? And they told me what you said, and I was very shocked.
That I had said that?
Did you tell anybody about the Brothers Banquet?
I definitely
recently?
was explaining a Brothers Banquet recently, but I don't remember who it was to.
Who the hell was I with?
I just want to say...
It was graphic.
You know how you say you are the Barney from How I Met Your Mother in our group?
Yeah.
It's me. It's me. But not only the parts of Barney are the bad parts of Barney. All of Barney's bad parts that they don't like is me.
Both of us have very similar traits. So Ted and Barney, both of us have similar traits from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it comes to like, I want a girlfriend, that's you.
Yeah.
Fucking Ted.
Yeah.
Motherfucking dumbass. Look at you looking stupid. Stop staring at me in the eyes. I don't like you staring at me in the eyes when we're talking.
I can't help it.
And then the Barney part where you're like, saying some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like running into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I got a plan.
Yeah.
That's the part.
A Brothers Banquet.
Exactly.
The Queen's Fleet.
Your delivery's never like that though.
It's just my own delivery.
Yeah.
It's him and my own delivery.
Yeah. So yeah, there's similar parts. Can I talk about last night?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
For some reason I got in a weird mood. Wasn't upset about anything. I just felt like
we haven't even talked about this yet.
I know.
This is literally the next day.
Yeah,
this is the next morning.
This is hours later. We went to a good friend of ours comedy show, Joe Beretta, and I want to say we haven't discussed this either. The first time that have you seen Joe 3 times? Because I have.
I might have been 4. I guess it's 3. Yeah.
Okay, so every time we've seen Joe.
He's lost.
His team is lost.
Mm-hmm.
He does a comedy show where it's called Comedy Sports, and there's 2 teams, and they battle each other.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. They play improv games. And
It's like kind of for kids, but it's amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's like they play this one game. I think it's called Six Things
Mm-hmm.
that we're always impressed by, and we think that they cheat because
Mm-hmm.
they have to like guess the.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's impressive. Anyways, Joe finally won, and I want to give it up to him because Joe is apparently that's one clap for you, Joe. That's all you get. All right. I miss Joe, man.
I do too. I like. I always like.
Joe's more my dad than my real dad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but like, I don't know. Joe.
Joe, if you're out there, I just.
I was thinking about it last night. Joe is the only person I know that like rips me apart.
And Lee.
Oh yeah, Lee does it too, huh?
But mostly Joe.
Mostly Joe.
Joe never turns off an opportunity.
Yeah.
Last night in the show,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
Yeah.
They did an improv song. It's kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Mhm.
That part.
You make up a song.
Yeah, you make up a song.
But
that's fine.
it's to the beat of that song. The do rah rah rah, the do rah rah, da da do, yeah. Then you make up a line, the do do, yeah. You make up another line, the do, yeah. You make up a last line, the do rah rah rah, the do rah rah.
All of Joe's lines. If you don't know Joe's our friend. We used to work with him for the job, our day job, whatever. He kept constantly referencing to Will that he was going to kill Will.
Yeah, because like the guy asked for suggestions to start the song about, and I went Will. He said I needed a one word. He said I needed a one syllable name, so I went Will, which is my name. And yeah, every line Joe did, he like talked about murdering me, and it was great.
And he like jumped into the crowd.
Yeah, he jumped into the crowd.
That small, intimate crowd that we were at.
Mm-hmm. Joe is so talented.
Yeah, I want to be with Joe forever.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I want Joe and.
We're talking about last night.
Well, shit, I'm still on Joe.
Okay.
Give me a second. I want Joe and our friend Elliot to be 10 years younger.
Yeah.
And they can just hang out with us all day.
Yeah.
Because now they got family and shit, and they can't hang out with us, or they don't want to hang out with us a lot.
I mean, they can get rid of those. It's not that hard.
I mean, we can easily help
It's
them with
legal, too.
that. Legal what?
To get rid of them.
The kids, too?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just be like, nah, I don't want this anymore. The government can't make you take care of your kids. If I'm like, yeah, I don't like him, man, he got an F.
What do you think about ISIS, though?
I mean, yeah, ISIS sucks, yeah.
What do you think ISIS stands for?
Oh, ooh. Iraqi? Shoot, man, I know this. I know it.
I'm actually kind of disappointed.
You know what ISIS stands for?
Hell no.
I was about to say, I do know what ISIS
You do a show called Politics Be Like.
I know what ISIS stands for. I have just forgotten.
Are you Googling it?
I have looked it up before.
I'm not going to be impressed if you Google it and tell me. And then I'm going to be like, oh, Will, you can read.
Islamic State of Iraq. There you go. And Levant. And the Levant.
Wait.
Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant.
Is that ISIS? How's that ISIS?
I mean, in the Levant, I guess they just don't put that part. Islamic, State, S, of, you don't do O.
I'm going to go back to last night, but before that, did you hear about the ISIS hotel?
Yeah.
It's like the nicest hotel there. But if you I think listen to music, smoke cigarettes maybe,
Break a rule,
and dance,
you get beheaded.
You get beheaded. Or they'll cut off your arm. How is that? Why would you stay there? Why would anyone stay there?
Well, it's got a nice pool, so.
And like a jacuzzi, but like I might get my head chopped off later.
Damn.
That's not a place I want to be ever.
I know, and that's why America kind of goes to war with these kind of people, because we're like, oh, you're treating. A lot of people don't realize why we're at war. But like, they're like, oh, you're treating those people really bad. We want to stop you. We want to disarm you. But it's kind of our fault, because back in like the 80s, we trained them, we militarized those people, and now
specifically the 80s.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan era. So
okay.
Yeah, it's bad. America's created its own villains. We bomb people and then we give them money and say, sorry about bombing you. Here's money to rebuild yourself. It's a real bad system.
I'm glad that I was born in the 90s and not the 80s.
Oh, me too.
The 90s was a beautiful time. They had all the best cartoons.
I had just wrote a video about why we actually were not the best time. We were not.
When was the best?
It has not been the best. No, there was not the best. The 90s wasn't that great because of our cartoons. We had people who are like straight up ADD, ADHD. I don't know which one it is.
Because of the cartoons?
Yes, because each cartoon was like 7 minutes. So that was like like 12, maybe 7 minutes, and that was our attention span. And all of the cartoons in the 90s were like, hey, yo, whoa, pervert. Like, it was just real.
I don't know what cartoons you're referencing.
You ever seen Ren and Stimpy?
Hell yeah.
Ren and Stimpy was gross and loud.
True.
It didn't teach us to hold on to a story.
I mean, Rick and Morty, which is like a modern day cartoon now.
It's still like that.
It's very gross. Like, the dude burps every time he talks.
Mm-hmm.
He's drinking alcohol.
I'm saying that affected us more than we thought. Johnny Bravo is a show about a dude who just hits on women.
That taught me my moves.
That's all your moves. Hey, little mama.
Yeah,
Hey.
I loved Johnny Bravo.
Really?
But it's weird. I'm trying to put a picture. I can kind of see Johnny Bravo's body.
You can't see his face?
I can't see his face.
Yellow hair, shades.
Is his hair kind of like mine, actually?
Yeah, it's
like
like an
slicked back
Elvis.
a little,
It's an
right?
Elvis. It's a pompadour. He's like an Elvis.
He's
Hey.
essentially just Elvis, but a cartoon character, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I missed Johnny Bravo. My shit was Doug, Rocket Power.
Those are good. Both
Hey
of them.
Arnold. Man,
Hey
I
Arnold.
fucked with Hey Arnold.
Yeah, mine was Hey Arnold too.
It's weird, though. I watched Hey Arnold recently on Netflix, and I couldn't,
Really?
it's still good, but I lost interest. I was like, oh, my phone. And then I'll check Twitter or something. Or not Twitter, because I don't follow anybody. Check Instagram. Big booty bitches.
No, really.
Yeah, so I don't know. It doesn't, draw me like it used to.
Hey Arnold definitely still draws me. You need to watch the episode with the turtle again.
Which one's that?
The turtle that got spray painted and all that.
I don't recall that.
Oh, that's a good one. It was a huge turtle in the zoo. Their city is amazing to me in Hey Arnold because I read about
Brooklyn.
it. No, it's a mixture of a bunch of different cities.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
it's everything in there.
It does look like Brooklyn, though. I remember walking down Brooklyn. And
yeah, it does
all
look
the
like
stoops.
Brooklyn.
It's beautiful.
It's like Brooklyn. It's also like Chicago. It's
I can
also
see that.
yeah. It's like so many cities at once because it has everything in it. Dino Spumoni,
Move it, football head. What was that girl's name?
Helga Pataki.
Do you ever think? Have you ever stopped and thought
Is there someone that
No. At one point in your life that you're her.
I'm her?
You're her.
I used to I remember when I was in high school when I used to like girls a lot. Yeah. I remember this. I've talked about it recently on Table Talk. I'm not gonna say her name like I did, but there was this girl that I was probably 16 or 17, and I was in love with her, and I knew it. Like unlike most people, if I like somebody, I'm gonna tell them. I'm like, hey, I like you a lot, and I would. But she was older than me. I've always liked girls that are like way older than me. I was probably
way up. I feel blessed.
I was probably 16 or 17. She might have been 19 or 20, which at the time was a lot. And I was like, oh my God, I love you so much. And I would follow her everywhere. And she went to work. She worked at a Starbucks that was miles away. And I would drive all the way there. And she was never there when I got there.
Wait, how old was she?
She was 19 or 20 when I was 16 or 17.
Geez, you were really, really hoping there, huh?
Oh yeah, because she was beautiful to me. I remember she impacted my life so much. The first time I ever watched The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. No, actually it was Late Night with Jimmy Fallon at the time. Was at her house. I looked at her and I was like, wow.
She invited you over?
Yeah, she did so much stuff with me. She baited me on so much because she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it when I
friend zoned you though?
Yeah, and then she got pregnant and got somebody else's baby or whatever. But she's still a great woman. I love her. I remember one time it was me, her, Jose, and our friend Veronica, and those two girls we were trying to they were way older than us, but we were trying to get with them, and have them as our girlfriends, and they were like, let's go watch the sunrise. Because we were in the Bay Area.
Some romantic Drake shit.
Some romantic second half of a Drake song stuff. And then they showed up to my house at 3:00 in the morning. And I walked out of my room and my mom was on the stairs at 3:00 in the morning, doing my mom stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, hey. She was like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to watch sunrise with Pina, Veronica, and Jose. And then she was like, all right. I was like, cool.
What the fuck? Man, when I was a kid, I couldn't go anywhere.
My mom doesn't care. My mom doesn't care.
Well, I'm trying to think. No, because I would have still been I was a good kid.
Yeah.
And I still would have been a good kid. But I would have liked to have gone to some fucking places.
Yes.
Without having to do some shit. I would have to vacuum all the stairs and wash all the dishes before I even go to Taco Bell with my goddamn friends.
Yeah, my parents didn't care at all. But also that same day, I had to I wrote stand-up comedy that I was going to do at a performance of later in the day. And we went to...
you were going to do a set, and you wrote that set that same day?
No, I wrote it the day before, probably. But
okay.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get into that. But, so we get to the place at, early in the morning, and then we're listening to music on her tiny little old phone, and she's playing the Beatles. She's playing when they're playing on the rooftop, and she went, John Lennon, that's my favorite one. And since then, I love the Beatles. She taught me a lot.
Really? That's why you like the Beatles?
Mm-hmm, it was because of her.
Not to say that the music isn't good, and that's why you don't like them, but interesting.
It's also in her car that I heard the song Imagine for the first time, which is my favorite song, which is by John Lennon, who also wrote Give Peace a Chance. And you remember how I used to say
every time Will would leave. Maybe even when he said hi, too. But I know specifically whenever he would say bye, give peace a chance, then he'd walk out.
Yeah.
It's weird. It was like a you were trying to spread a message.
Yeah.
You were different as fuck.
Yeah, I was like very into social justice things, and I still am, and I still believe everybody should have equal rights, but I realize that that's not the way I want to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
The way I'm going about it now is so much not creepier, it's slicker. Like by doing shows like Politics Be Like, where I point out the hypocrisy in government, rather than straight up saying, "Hey, you suck. Hey, why'd you say that?" That's not going to get us anywhere.
Right.
People, you need to sneak it into them.
If there's any chance that you're listening to this and you don't know SourceFed, Will does a show called Politics Be Like and People Be Like, so you should check those out because they're very interesting.
They're great. Darren bought a red hat recently. It's nice.
I bought a red hat that says Coke on it, and I had a friend come up to me and say, "Man, you know that Coke heads wear that hat, right?" And he's stupid, so we don't.
That sounds like a Travis.
That is definitely a Travis. I want to hang out with Travis so bad.
That sounds like Travis.
But anyway, so last night after Joe's comedy show, he did great. We then walked to, I forgot where we went.
The piano bar.
Oh, we went to the piano bar, and Will thought it was too loud in there.
It was.
Will has this weird thing where he doesn't like loud things.
What?
I love live
People
music.
always get on me, man. You don't like spicy food. You don't like scary movies. You don't like loud. Yeah, yes, no. These things aren't good.
Yes, I don't prefer that.
I prefer to be comfortable.
Does it hurt your ears?
Yeah.
Live music, especially like jazz and like stuff like that, or pretty much actually any live music besides country. Country sucks. Sounds great to me.
I really like hearing my thoughts. That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a lot of emails, and we've already got the questions, so I'm just going to take it
I don't want them to be emailing shit right now when I'm talking about my thoughts.
Yeah. I ain't got no time.
Should we do a question?
Yeah.
You want to read one, or you want me to pull one up?
You can pull one up.
So we also, we have people email us at shedidn'ttextback@gmail.com. And they're usually about relationships. I say usually, and we've only done this podcast 3 times. This is the 4th. So
yeah, I mean, it's just an open advice. It's about, you can ask about anything.
I will say we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yes, we do not have credentials.
Don't take our shit too serious.
If you're thinking about doing something crazy, go find a professional that will actually help you.
Okay, so I want to read one. Okay, so this one is from, how the hell do you say this name? C-I-A-N? Cian? Cian?
Cian.
Okay.
Cian.
Interesting name.
Yo,
I'm reading.
Sorry, man.
Shut the hell up. Okay, so the email says, "Yo, there's this girl I'm trying to get with, but she keeps throwing shade. What do I do?" Ooh, I love that. Will and I are the king of throwing shade.
We've been meaning to have a thing on our show called Throwing Shade at Friends, but we never did it.
Yeah, that's like a segment that we want to do, and I think we did it on maybe the first and the second. Maybe. I know we did on the first for sure. We're definitely going to do Throwing Shade at Friends on this one. Let's not forget. But anyways, so there's a girl. This is a very vague email. Apparently she throws shade at him. I don't know what the context of the relationship is. You know what I mean? Any of that. But we're just going to base it purely off that. She throws shade at you. Throw the shade back.
Throw shade back. That's your technique?
Interesting. You told me recently that like a girl was like being mean to you.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I can't really read her. In my opinion, if you already have this like romantic base layer here, and the girl like teases you a lot, I personally feel like she likes you. And it's weird. It's kind of childish and it's kind of like a mind game. But I feel like some girls, I'm not gonna say all girls, some girls do that to kind of like be coy and like she's acting
it's
real
different
coy.
though with this girl because I'm all down with being made fun of. You can say whatever you want about me.
Say whatever you want to Will and I. We don't care.
Say whatever you want. But it's different because I feel like she was trying to hurt me. I don't like
too
that.
personal or what?
Yeah, kind of. She kind of sprinkling some personal stuff. You can say anything as a joke. Anything that's a joke. Anything. And even if it is true, I don't know if I can be offended by it. But, I don't think you should ever do anything to hurt somebody. You can do something to improve them. But what I've learned a couple years ago with an old friend that I used to have that I was close with, I would do something to him or he would do something to me, and then we would both do it back to them.
When you say do something to him and do something to me, what does
I'm
that
talking
mean?
about going down. No, I'm talking about something mean by accident. And we would, you try to give them a taste of their own medicine or teach them a lesson. You should never try to teach people a lesson. I found out that the reason the girl was being mean to me is because she thought I was being mean to her. And it's because I only hang out with her by herself. I don't hang out with her with the rest of my friends, so she doesn't know I make fun of everybody.
Is that because you're trying to smash?
Not anymore. I just don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're busy all the time, and everybody else is doing stuff. So, yeah.
Wait, I honestly don't know who you're talking about.
The one.
Tell me with your damn eyes.
How do I explain that girl without saying her
I will
name?
be honest. When you were telling your story just now, I zoned out.
Oh, I was doing that earlier when you were talking too. I
Oh,
was
really?
looking at my phone.
So what was the question? The question is.
Oh, I was
Okay.
talking about when someone's mean to you.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you can be mean, but when you're trying to teach somebody a lesson, that's never gonna get anywhere. Like, I think she was being mean to me to say, like, the jokes you're making towards me, I don't like. What she should have said was, I don't like those jokes.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I'm still the bad person for making the jokes in the first place.
Well, what do you think about this person?
But I also want to add is that I was making jokes to just like I always make random jokes to people. I'll be like, you look like a kangaroo, even though you look nothing like a kangaroo. And she'd be like, yeah, you look like a kangaroo, but your nose is big. I'm like, damn, like we don't make it real.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, people it's hard to figure out where the joke is and where the serious is.
Yeah.
Because people's feelings, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Feelings can get hurt. But for this kid, again, we don't know either of these people, so I don't know if this kid or person, this guy, can take jokes. Like, maybe it's hurting his feelings. Maybe she's throwing shade as a joke, but he's taking it,
Let me read this email again. It was so damn short anyway.
I have this shit right here. It's, there's this girl I'm trying to get with, but she keeps throwing shade. What do I do? Fucking throw the shade back, shit!
Maybe she doesn't want you.
Yeah, you ever think about that? Maybe she doesn't want you.
I wish if the world was the way I wanted it to, there would be a lot of changes, but one of them would be like, hey, do you want to be with me romantically at any point? No.
But
okay.
That's not something you know right off the bat.
Yeah.
A lot of the girls that I've been with, I didn't know I wanted to be with them until I got to know them. You know what I mean? It's not because it's not just based off attraction.
But like 3 weeks in, you know.
Yeah, well, 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
At the 3-week point, you can say, hey, so you ever trying to fuck? You know what I mean? But like, off the bat, you don't know.
You don't know. I mean, I'd say a lot of dudes know. Dudes know.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes know within 10 seconds.
Well, they know if they want to smash.
They know if they want to smash.
They don't know if they want to be romantically
with you.
involved, because that's just way different. That's
That
a
is
lot of
way
time and
different.
effort.
Yeah.
So there's this girl I'm trying to get at. So he's trying to get with this girl. So I think he means he's trying to make
And
her
she
his
keeps
girlfriend.
making fun of him
Yeah,
or
so-
saying being mean
so-
to him.
so-
I don't think she wants
Well,
it.
there's two ways. If she's being coy about it and like oh, you're stupid, like that kind of making fun.
That's good.
Then you can potentially smash. I'm not saying you're gonna smash. Nothing's guaranteed in life. You can fuck it up right now.
Oh, yeah.
But if she's like being straight up mean,
She's like, oh, well, your father left you for a reason. Then it's different.
right? Or like, I can't hang out with you because you're poor.
I would love a girl like that. Oh, my
If
God.
someone said that to me when I was a kid, I would have thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I was also different then, so maybe I would have just been sad.
No, that would have never hurt my feelings.
Right. But okay, so figure out which one of those things it is. Is it the coy mean or the real mean? Because if it's a real mean, I'm sorry, but you're probably not gonna smash.
Should I try to find a girlfriend that's like mean to me back? That makes fun of people like I do?
I think you should try to find a girlfriend. Yes.
Can you imagine that, Darren? Can you imagine if there was always a girl around here that made fun of you as well as me? We like teamed up on people.
So like Maureen?
Yeah, Maureen too. Maureen is like that too.
You trying to date Maureen?
Yeah,
Hell
Maureen,
yeah, shit.
It's just fun. It's fun. I need a roast buddy.
Life would be so much different if you had a girlfriend.
I know, right?
Like my life would be different too.
Yeah, it would affect you.
Wow. I can't, well.
I'll tell you right now, you never see me again.
You said the other day to Steve, the second you get a girlfriend, you're moving out.
I'm moving out.
You're gonna get your own place, get your own car, and you're done.
You'll never see me again.
Yeah, you always talk about like how you want a girl that's gonna like tell you what to do.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Does not sound like fun at all.
But not like with regular stuff. Nothing like artistically. I don't want her to be like, oh, this video wasn't good. I mean like, oh, well, now it's time to go visit your parents again. All right, girlfriend, I'll go now.
All right, well, I'm going to need you to clean up the whole backyard and do the dishes.
All right, time for me to do that.
All right.
Because these are things I need to do, but I will never do them. I will never do them.
That's because you don't want to do them. So what makes you think...
But I need to.
Do you, though?
Yeah. If I don't clean the backyard, it'll never get cleaned. And I will gladly let the weeds pile up forever.
Have we ever cleaned our backyard?
No.
And is there any problem with it?
It's starting to become one.
How?
Catacombs' little poops are turning into trees.
For those who don't know, Catacomb, Mac, better known as Catacomb, is our dog. It's my dog, but, he's
my god dog.
He's down with the damn crew.
He's asleep on my thing.
Did you see his tail last night, what I showed you?
Yeah.
He's losing hair on his tail. He's got a weird thing on his nose. Man, I'm getting scared. He's getting old. He's probably going to die soon. I'm going to be really sad. I don't think I'll be able to live with myself. I don't think I'm going to be depressed for a very long time. Shit. If Mac passes away, I'm not going to work for 2 months. You hear that, Jeremy?
Jeremy, goddamn, man.
I don't think I'll be okay.
Why, man? He's a dog.
Last night you were like... I can hear that, Will.
Oh, sorry.
Last night you were like...
We're ready to let him go.
Yeah, Mac, if you... I don't want you to go, but if you do go, just know that... What'd you say?
We're ready to let you go.
We're ready... No, we're not!
I mean...
You can't speak for me. I have him tattooed on my body.
Here's the thing about everything in life. I used to be, when I was younger, I was afraid of everybody dying. I was always like, man, people are going to die, people are going to die, people are going to die. And I think that's why I had anxiety. But I realized, yeah, people die all the time. And you got to be, it's sad. It's sad.
Not
you got to be ready
to get deep, but or dark, however you want to take that. Has anyone super close to you passed away, though? And I'm not saying like an aunt, because, yeah, family member, that's close. But I'm talking about someone you
like
hang
your
out
friends.
with. Yeah, like a friend or like your mom. Obviously, you're not your mom because your mom's alive.
I've had a close family member die, and I remember that's probably the last time I actually cried for real. Ever since then, it's just been like, I wanted that thing. But yeah,
it's scary, man.
It was very sad for me. It was very sad. I went to school and I cried, and all the kids were like, "Oh, Will's crying." I said, "Never gonna see me do this shit again."
Man, you're a little fucking punk bitch.
I was 12.
Well, shit. You shouldn't have cried at school. If I was at school with you, I would have beat you up.
Oh.
I hope people don't think that was serious. We really.
I'm imagining you grabbing me by my arm, holding me up, and then just beating me like a carpet. Like, oh god.
Throwing you in a trash can. Man, I miss school sometimes, but not high school, like middle school.
Oh god, that was the.
Or maybe even before that, elementary.
I remember I used to be like, man, school's so long. No, it's not. I was in school from, well, what would we do? From like 8:30 to like 3:30.
Yeah, well, I think mine was 8 to 3.
Like. That's nothing.
I actually, I miss it. What I liked about school is that, at least at my school, I'm pretty sure this is everybody, but you're in a class for 40 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Then you take a break. Then you go to a new one, and you can, like, talk to so many people. I wish I would have fucking took advantage of that. I was so shy and so weird and, like, so, like, I was just afraid to talk to people. I could have had so many fucking, like, cool experiences.
Yeah, that's true.
I would definitely not want to talk to any of them nowadays, because where I'm from is bad. But, like, I could have learned so much from people. That's what people need to understand. Like, when you meet people, new people, you're just, one, getting to know them. But, two, like, you know, discovering what they're about and, like, what kind of shit they're into. Because maybe you'll like that shit, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it's different from the school I went to. It was, like, you know, like violent kids.
You're from a dangerous part of town.
Yeah, so there were a lot of kids that I didn't want to know, but like it's because I was afraid that if I started hanging out with those kids, I would become like them. That was always my fear.
What if in a different universe you're like a thug?
It could have been. It's so strange because my sister's not a thug, but she's like a mini thug, you know.
Man, your sister came over last weekend, huh?
Run amok on our place. Let's just say it.
She ran amok.
She ran amok on our place.
She did this place. She bayed this place up.
She bayed this place up?
Bayed. Not like bay, like you might bay, like from the bay.
Oh, she bayed the place up.
She brought the bay to
She
LA.
brought the bay to L.A. God.
I enjoyed your sister. She's funny. It's weird. It's seeing you, but not
what could have been.
Yeah, what could have been.
My sister and I have the exact same upbringing. We have the same mother and father. Mm-hmm. We went to the same schools up until college, but we're so different. For those of you who don't know, my sister is a bit thuggish. You know, she's
a rapper.
She makes rap music. You know,
if you had to pick one rapper that she looks like, who would you say?
Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka Flame, right?
Or Lil Wayne. She's somewhere in between.
You say Waka Flocka, I say Lil Wayne. She looks like Lil Wayne to me, like a skinnier Lil Wayne.
She just
needs more tattoos.
My sister's so small, but like I always think so. My parents told me when I was younger that they wanted to name me Jordan instead of William. And
hey, welcome back to SourceFed. I'm Jordan Haynes.
I don't think I would have ended up the same way if my name was Jordan. If my name was Jordan, I bet I would have tried to play basketball and I would have started hanging out with those thugs. I would have been shot and dead right now. That's legitimately what I think. So, like...
You stupid.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm glad I got
Just from
out.
a different name, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's all it would have taken.
Man, I'm tired of my name. I like my name, but no one can fucking spell it right. Every time I say my name, people think I'm saying Derek. No, bitch, it's Daren. D-A-R-E-N. Did you hear me yesterday? We were at, what sandwich place? We went to a sandwich place yesterday.
Jersey Mike.
And I said Daren. Daren. Said it that slow, and he still spelled it wrong. How? I don't get it.
I mean, I went to Starbucks the other day, and I got a cup. Did I show it to you?
No.
They spelled my name W-E-L.
Will's whipping out his phone because he took a picture of his.
I was going to show it
Oh,
to
you did show it to me.
Yeah, then I realized I showed it to you. Yeah.
W-E-L. That's not even a name.
They put in whale before. W-A-L-E, Wale, depends on how ratchet you are. They put whale on there.
Man, I want to be 10% more ratchet.
Am I saying my name wrong? Hi, I'm Will.
No.
Will. Well, I'm Will. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
when you say it like that, I can
well.
understand.
I'm well.
Because you do say it like that sometimes. I'm well.
I'm well.
I'm well.
I'm doing well.
I'm well.
I don't remember who it was. Oh, yeah, it was that last girl that didn't like me, and she got with somebody else other than me. She was like, you always say I'm well instead I'm good. Like, why are you trying to be so proper? She's like, why so proper?
Because that's English.
I said, girl.
Was she is that a race thing, or is she just saying like you're talking too smart?
No, she was just saying that a lot of people don't go through that effort. It was kind of a compliment, actually. Like, a lot of people saying, I'm good.
That's incorrect.
I missed that girl, damn it.
All right, I got the next question. This one's from Taylor. Hi, Daren and Will. Have you ever wanted to text someone so badly, but you had no idea what to say? I'm going through this right now with a boy I like. I have no issue with texting first. It's just when I do, I don't know what to say. Please help. I have succeeded before, but the conversation quickly dies. How do I keep it going? Will, you have this problem every time.
Yeah. I'm just...
Have you found a solution in your past coming months?
Don't text them unless you have something to say.
But what if you want to text them? The thing is, she wants to have she wants to engage in conversation with this BZ. With this guy.
This DZ.
With this DZ. But she can't because get a better personality. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, I think about that like whenever I meet the people who watch me and they come up to me and they're like, hey. I'm like, hey. And I realize I don't have anything to say.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't have anything to say.
I've watched you. I feel like sometimes you're fine, but the thing is, you just gotta talk to them like they're a person.
And like, cause like the thing about like on video, like on SourceFed or on my videos, the only reason I'm talking and so passionately is because I care about what I'm talking about.
Oh, you just threw shade at
No.
Care about
no, I'm saying I have something specific to say. I only talk when I have something specific to say. And I'm like, other than the things you hear me talk about all the time, I have no other opinions. And nothing else in the world matters to me. But I definitely want to talk to them. But, like, you're going to have to come up to me and be like, so what do you think about Miley Cyrus? I'm like, oh, okay. I can talk about that.
Then you'll talk about it for about 10 hours.
Other than that, I have no other opinions. I got, like...
Wait, so when you're texting anybody, it doesn't have to be a girl, but it's obviously, we're talking about girls here. When you're texting a girl that you like, and maybe she hasn't been... Your thing is always, she never asked me enough questions.
Yeah, the worst... I made a tweet about this recently. I wrote a joke about it. It was like, the part that we fear most in relationships is when the other person stops texting you back questions. That's the scariest part. Like, when is that going to happen?
Well, it's just like, it's kind of rude. Like, if we are talking, whether it's in person or on text message, and I'm having to put in all the effort, and you are claiming that you do like me, like, fuck, give me some type of...
Give me something.
Give me something to work with. Something.
I'm like, how's your day? Good.
Just like, it's not all about you, motherfucker.
Isn't
it? Talk about, like, ask a question. Like, but, like, okay, so if you do like this guy, and he likes you back, she didn't say if he likes her back, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but if he likes you back, like, conversation should be easy.
It should be easy.
I was telling Will this yesterday, I think. Mm-hmm. He said that he doesn't like going on a first date to a restaurant because it could be awkward. Yeah. And I replied with, if it's awkward, this isn't a person that you're going to be dating anyways, because if it is a person that you're going to be dating, conversation should be easy and, like, come natural.
Yes, but what if there aren't a whole bunch of options of people that want to go out with you in the first place, so you're just trying to stick with this one?
Well, then I think you need to really reevaluate your life and figure out what you want and how you're going to get that. You need to make a goal list. You need to make a 5-year plan. You need to go to H&M and buy better clothes and let your roommate Daren, who has a better sense of fashion, dress you.
You know, it's funny you say that because, like, I remember recently, maybe a couple weeks ago, you were like, what's your social life goals? And I was like, I don't have any. And I realized I don't. All my goals are...
Wait, what the fuck? I never said that.
Yeah, you're like, what are your social life goals?
That sounds like some dumb shit.
You said that for sure.
Really?
And I was like, shoot, I don't have any. And I laughed about it, and that's the last we talked about it. I think about it all the time. I'm like, for career goals, I got plenty. I got so much stuff that I want to do before I'm dead. Like, I got a 5-year plan and everything. But in terms of Social life goals. I don't have any. Like, what am I trying to do?
I don't have any social. I don't remember saying.
I think it was that day that I made that piece of paper. Remember, I wrote my 5-year goals, and I was like, number 1, stay friends with Daren, or number 1 was get the Tonight Show.
Oh, so the last podcast.
Was that the last time we podcast?
Yeah, you took it. The Instagram picture
Yeah.
you took. Yeah, that was the last time.
Oh, yeah. It was around that time.
Wow, I don't remember saying.
Yeah.
Social. I don't have any social goals. That's why I don't understand why I would say that. My social goals are to keep the friends I currently have and titties.
And titties.
Yeah, I don't recall that. But yeah, just we haven't given it solid advice.
Oh wait, what's the question again?
She wants to text this guy.
Oh yeah.
But she doesn't know what to say. And,
I mean, it depends on.
So really quick, she says that the conversation always dies quickly. I've never really experienced that because if I'm talking to this person and the conversation is always dying, I just never text them again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I've only really texted like maybe 4 people on like a consistent basis. So I don't really know. I feel like you would have better, insight on that.
I mean, I know what you're talking about. I've experienced it recently. When you're texting somebody and you want to have a conversation, it doesn't go anywhere. I've legitimately learned it depends on how old you are because like it's different for each so I mean for people our age and for like your your early 20s or whatever. It's just don't text, then stop texting and meet them in person and have a conversation.
Do you think the fear is that if you can't even have a solid conversation in text message, what makes you think you can have a solid conversation in real life?
Some people are good in text and some people aren't. I know I'm not good in text. I'm better in person. Because my humor isn't good in text. People always think I'm just being
serious,
an a-hole.
Yeah, I think I used to be better in text than I was in person, and now I think I'm better in person than I am in text.
Yeah, I used to think I was better in text. I was like, yeah, all right, let's take some time and craft this.
I have a friend.
Thomas.
I have a friend. We mentioned her name earlier. She is the queen of text.
Why?
Like she will send me a poetry fucking novel thing that I have to like decipher. Mm-hmm. But like it's well crafted. Mm-hmm. But we could get her in person, and she's like,
oh yeah.
Or just
I feel like she goes into her notes and writes out a whole text and then sends it.
People just try to be deep, which is cool. That's fine. I'm down with it. I like what I like about like normal conversation is when you accidentally say something really deep, and you're like, I liked that. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I have a lot of quotes. Like I have a lot of serious quotes that I have a little section in my notes that I keep them in if they're really good. Yeah.
From like what? From work? I can hear that well.
No, like that I never use. Oh yeah, sorry. Like serious quotes that I'm like, oh, that's actually a deep thought that I can't use as a joke. Because some deep thoughts can, with a different inflection, can be used as comedy. When they're deep, but they can be used as comedy, I just keep.
What if it's a deep quote and you just use your Obama voice?
No. I want my words to live longer than I do.
All my woes to live in Texas,
like the George Strait, or they go to Georgia State. Where? Man, I just want to talk about one time I was when we were in I won't say which specifically. We were in a different place for an event, and there was this guy there.
I just want to let everybody know I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, there was this guy there who was like totally trying to like hang out with the crew. We don't know who he is. He didn't know who we were. He just saw that we won a thing, so he was like, "Oh, okay, they're cool." So he kept coming up to me, and he was like, he knows that I like Drake because I mentioned it, I guess. He is like, "Oh," he kept going, "All my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait." I'm like, we've done this like 4 times. Yeah, I know the verse.
It's funny because if that was anybody else that you weren't annoyed by, we would have like gone crazy. We would have like done the whole song.
Yeah,
with that person.
yeah. I mean, once you've done it like twice, it's like, all right, man, okay.
Yeah, people are scratching for to find a common ground. But that dude was just like, oh. They did some shit.
Yeah, I think he was trying to escalate that ass into doing cocaine with it. I'm like, no.
Oh, he was definitely he was up to some shady shit.
Yeah, he was up to some.
You know when you see a person and they look sweaty?
They look sweaty?
And when like they shouldn't look sweaty?
Yeah, like we're just sitting around.
It's like, yo, it's 65 degrees outside. Why are you sweaty?
Yeah, sweaty, nervous, and suspicious.
Yeah, and
all
just
at once.
like always anxious. Yeah, that dude's trying to do some cocaine with you.
That dude is trying to do some cocaine with you.
All right, you want to read the last one? It's the one with the subject title, All My Exes Live in Texas.
Like I'm George Strait. What a coincidence.
Don't say their last name, fool.
Oops. Then stop putting your goddamn last name in here.
It's an email. That's how that works.
Oh, yeah, huh?
God damn, sometimes you're so damn stupid, man.
Title, All My Exes Live in Texas. If you write an email and you're trying to come up with a subject, you don't have to do that.
Use your Lil Wayne voice.
Yeah, simple but simple but complicated question. My ex keeps sending me Snapchats that are not in his story. I open them but don't respond, and when I don't respond back, he subtweets me on Twitter. I've talked to other people about this, and they say that he is just mad that I've moved on and he wants me back. We didn't have a bad breakup. I just got bored with the relationship, so I didn't have the need to delete him from my social media accounts. Should I block him on everything because he's starting to get real annoying? Thanks, Daisha.
I mean, if you were bored with if you were bored with a relationship and you ended it because not that it was bad, it was just, wasn't for you. Yeah, block them. Who cares?
Block them. Who cares?
Yeah, like that's not. Is that person really important in your life anymore?
No.
People need to understand you don't need to be friends with anybody.
You don't.
You be friends with people you want to be friends with, and hopefully they want to be friends with you.
There are too many people that are like, I've had people do that, like where they act like we have to be friends.
Yeah.
We disagree on a lot of subjects. We don't have to be friends.
Oh, we have to be friends because proximity. No, you don't. Like, it's not required.
People are so afraid of being alone that they'll be around people they don't like.
I'm not trying to be around anyone I don't like.
Yeah, I do. I don't fool with anybody I don't like.
I'm trying to fool with 3 people in this world. Like, the ones that I know, 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm trying to fool with one of them. That's it.
And that's Catacomb.
And that's Catacomb. That's because he sleeps with him.
So, that's kind of weird that your ex Snapchats you. I have an ex that Snapchats me too, and I just laugh at her.
No, she Snapchats you specifically.
Yeah, she tries to make funny jokes, but I'm just like, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
You're so stupid.
Yeah.
Her best friend Snapchats me a lot too, but I'm cool with her.
I have a rule. I don't know if I've talked about it. It started off with girls I liked, and now it's kind of just with some of my friends in general. I just don't need to see. I don't follow them on social media because I don't want to see what's going on in their lives. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's just, social media it does a lot of good. It brings us close together, but it turns into a brag fest. Look what I'm doing. Look who I'm with. And I kind of just don't want to know. Mm-hmm. And I'm also there's a lot of people I only want to hear and see when I'm in the room with them. Other than that, then I'm like, because I know but most of those people, it's like I like them. I do. I love them. But I know that I will. It's hard to say. Like, I know I will get annoyed by them eventually. Yeah. So it's not their fault.
Kind of going off of that. Remember when we were in New York and I went out alone like that night and I walked around. I got that donut and that pizza, and I sent you the picture of Jimmy Fallon's studio, or whatever. I was like, watch, this is gonna be the night where I'm walking down the street and I meet Jimmy Fallon. And then and then in my head I played it off like, okay, then I'd take a selfie with him, obviously. And then I was like, would I instantly text that selfie to Will, or would I do myself a favor to see your reaction and just go to your hotel room, knock on the door, and show you?
I would have showed it to you.
But then, going off of that, like, would you even want to see that? Because you're saying, like, oh, it's turning into a brag fest. Like, is that even something?
That's different. No, that's fine. That's fine. What I'm saying is, like, you know how there are people who have a habit of being like, hey, Snapchat, look who I'm with. Oh, I'm hanging out with this person.
I fucking hate. Man, we're negative.
Yeah, I know, but
we're not negative like in a. Now we're negative.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, because I know I have a lot of friends that are like, oh, no invite? You hung out with this person? You didn't invite me? I don't give a goddamn.
Yeah, who the fuck cares? Shit.
Also, I don't even want to know what happened. I don't want to know what happened. I don't want to know. Like, I don't care.
There's an event tonight. Are you going to
that? Oh, yeah, I forgot that was tonight. That should be fun. I should probably step into that, huh?
I'm not going because I have a date.
Ooh, me too.
I have a date with my girlfriend, and I'm going to take her to a fancy restaurant.
Damn. Damn that I don't have a ride. It's just like...
No, you do have a ride, Sam.
All my friends want me to hang out. I don't want to hang out all the time. I want to say, 2 years ago, none of y'all mother... Do I curse at the podcast? I don't know if I do. None of y'all motherfuckers want to hang out with me. None of y'all goddamn motherfuckers wanted to hang out with me.
None of y'all motherfuckers ever text me to hang out.
Never. And now, all of a sudden, y'all goddamn motherfuckers are asking me to hang out, and I say no because I'm used to being alone, and then you're mad. Why aren't you coming to think? Because
think about if we ever, like, we ever do get the dreams that we want, which you want to be a, big comedian, late night show, whatever, Jon Stewart, and I want to be, like, as big as Drake, or whatever. If we ever get that, it's gonna be way worse.
It's gonna be way worse.
all the motherfuckers that we went to school with.
Yeah.
All the motherfuckers, like people I was in kindergarten with. They're gonna be like, "Yo, Darren, DBG, what's good, man?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?"
You was in kindergarten with?
I don't even remember you shit.
Remember we went to Little Pokes?
It's honestly so bad. I don't remember the name of my elementary school at all.
Really?
Yeah, because I moved literally every year. Every year I went to a new school. I don't remember any of my elementary schools. I don't remember my
King
middle schools.
Elementary School.
I remember my high school. That's it. Ukaipa High. I also went to Orange High in Orange County, and that's all I know.
Lavanya Dijon Middle School, John F. Kennedy High School.
Oh, wait. I also went to Norco High. So fuck with me. What was the question?
Yeah, and it's just like, to all my friends, it's not, my friends. You know, it's not that
he did quote fingers, alluding that he's being sarcastic.
I don't know. It's like, why do we always have to guilt people into doing things or going to places? That makes me want to do it less. And it's not because I don't like people. It's just like I want to rest.
How often do I guilt you to go places?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
When's the last time I guilted you?
It's been a while because recently I've just done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last time I guilted you was Booty LA. That first time we went. I really wanted you to go. Who was the group? It was me.
Steve.
We don't need to say names. Why did I want you to go so bad? Obviously I wanted to go so you would have fun and we'd dance, but there was like a specific reason.
I think I might have been sad because that one girl didn't want to go. No. Oh, because Bowman was going and you're like, we're going to have a great time.
Oh, yeah. We did have a great time.
We did have a great time. This probably 30-year-old therapist was trying to date me.
Trying to smash for sure.
She was trying to smash for sure. But at the time, I was like kind of talking to a girl. Once I get a girl kind of, I don't talk to other girls. I'm like, once the thought of me being with a girl, I'm like, all right, I'm just.
Once you're kind of with a girl, you're in a committed relationship.
And not even kind of with a girl. Once I've gotten a girl's number, I'm like, all right, working one at a time. One at a time. It's just no need.
It sounds like Chris Rock. One at a time.
One at a time. Pancake syrup. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave this lady alone. Now, like a 30-year-old woman who's a therapist and she's like interested in me, I'm like, hell yeah. I know I'm like a child. She literally
she could have smashed you and been your therapist.
And been my therapist.
Goddamn, for free.
She's almost old enough to be my mother, but like.
Damn, that would have been awesome. You would have had some great jokes from that.
I would have had some amazing jokes.
You would have had an entire stand-up special.
A special from this woman, whose name I forgot.
God damn, that would have been. I don't even remember. I couldn't even put a face on the lady. I remember it happening though.
If I saw her, I'd probably be
That's
like,
the same.
hey.
That's the same night we met Jake and Amir, right?
Yes, it is.
Or I met Amir and you met both because you're shady and did it without me.
You right.
Shouts out to Jake and Amir.
We also met John Raffio.
Oh yeah, Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz. Yeah, that was cool. Was that the same night? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because they were all there. Fuck, we keep reading these things and then not answering the questions.
Oh, yeah, what's the question again?
My ex keeps sending me Snapchats that are not in his story. How does she know that they're not in his story?
Because she watches his story.
Oh, fuck, damn, I'm dumb as shit.
Yeah, she goes through the store, sees...
You ever go 24 years and then just, you finally realize you're dumb?
You're stupid.
Like, you failed math classes when you were in high school and, like, sometimes you cheated to pass. But you knew that you were just, like, okay and average and kind of smart.
Yeah.
You're okay, you're not anything special. But then you realize you say some dumb shit like what I just said, and then you're like, damn, I'm dumb.
Damn, I'm a dumbass.
I am dumb.
I wonder, we got a couple friends, like one in particular that we were like, oh, this person's a dumbass. Like, is not smart.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That person is not smart because they do a lot of things wrong and they're not smart. Well, okay, we got some friends that are not smart. Do they know they're not smart?
Wait, hold on. Don't you mouth it to me. Oh, shit. I love that person, though.
Does that person know that they're not smart?
I guess we can ask the same question as do we know we're bad people?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so then they probably do know.
I make fun of the people I love.
Yeah. I don't know. That's an interesting thing because intelligence is different than because we're not bad people in the sense of we're going to go rob a liquor store or hurt someone.
I do not try to break the law. I go out of my way to not break the law. I'm trying to be a law-abiding citizen most of the time. Except for some laws that I'm like, man, that law sucks.
Yeah.
And Gandhi said, if there's a law you find unjust, break it.
I think we jaywalked yesterday.
I don't remember that.
We definitely jaywalked a few times in New York, but that's normal.
Man, in New York, there are no traffic laws. There
really
are
not.
no.
We were in a cab, the light turned red, and then 3 seconds later, he just runs it. Like, he didn't care.
They don't care.
They really don't care.
I remember a couple times we were walking through a big street, crossing through a big street in the crosswalk to our turn to go. Remember that huge car? huge truck just goes through anyway.
Oh yeah.
They don't care.
That was in Times Square.
Yeah, in Times Square, they do not care. He could have murdered, a good 10 people. Good 10 people.
Yeah. And he would have just kept going.
Kept
In
going.
the Philippines, it's like that. The big buses that, like the public buses here, they have those in the Philippines, but they're a little different. They're bigger. They look more like the buses like that were used to go to like San Francisco, like a mega bus, whatever. They look more like that. But they're actually told if you hit someone, keep going. Like, don't stop. Like in the Philippines, the pedestrians don't have the right of way. The drivers do, but everyone breaks the law. In some streets on the freeway, there's no lines, so literally everyone is just fucking going everywhere. It's insane. It's crazy. It's very like hectic and gives me anxiety. I would never fucking drive in the Philippines. It's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't want it either.
But yeah. So don't block the motherfucker on Snapchat.
Yeah.
He sounds like a fuckboy.
I got a new segment on the podcast. Can I use this? Can I go on the internet?
Yeah, just be careful you don't stop recording.
Actually, I don't have to do that. A new segment where it's just fun for me, and maybe some of the people that watch too, where it's called Daren Guesses What Pokemon This Is.
Oh, God.
It's only from the original 150.
Okay.
Oh, God. So what you're going to do is you're going to explain it. You're going to explain what it looks like.
Okay.
And because you know some of the Pokemon, right?
Shh. You know what, really quick, you know what I realized last night going to Joe's show, what we need?
What?
We need a fucking live. We need Owen to play the keyboard live to like fit the mood of like what we're saying.
Yeah.
Because that made the joke so much funnier.
It does. It makes it way better. All right, don't press anything when you see
Will,
its name. You got to guess the name of this Pokemon.
Okay, Will's showing me a Pokemon that I've for sure never seen.
Oh, damn.
You said this is in the original
150? Yeah. This is like, if you go through the Viridian Forest, you will find this.
The what?
The Viridian Forest, the first forest you go through, you idiot.
Now I feel like you're making shit up.
That's definitely real.
That doesn't sound like a Pokemon term. That sounds like a Lord of the Rings term.
It's real. It's the Viridian Forest is the forest you get to Pewter City.
But do you know how to spell that word?
Viridian, Veridian.
So this looks, he's green. Okay, he kind of looks like a caterpillar. So he has a weird pink.
Everybody at No Home already knows who you're talking about.
Well, fuck, man, shit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I feel like a lot of the times they're kind of like straight on the nose.
Yeah, this one's straight on the nose.
Okay, so he looks like a caterpillar. Hold on, I'm talking to myself.
This is one of the most straight on the nose names.
Caterpillar?
Nope.
Caterpie.
Oh.
Really?
Caterpie.
Did I say that?
You said Caterpie.
Caterpie?
Caterpie is the name of that Pokemon.
That dumbass. I definitely didn't get that, but I knew that it was a caterpillar. That
it
counts,
is a straight up
caterpillar. Some shit.
And there's a real animal that looks like it. I just wanted you to see that.
It's just Pokemon. Like, who do you think came up with these names?
Us.
Hit me with one more.
Oh. Ooh.
Make this one harder.
Oh, okay. This one's
Wait, what was it? Caterpie?
Yeah. This one's harder, okay?
Okay, okay.
This one's a legendary.
I had a binder full
of
Pokemon. How don't I remember any of them?
I remember almost all of them.
I had a binder full of Pokemon. I had a binder full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. One time, what was that? I don't know if it's Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. Maybe you'll know. It starts with a P. It's a card. It was like a holographic card.
Red Eyes Blue Dragon.
Polygon. No, poly.
Yeah, that's his name.
Like Google it and show me. So I did some real shady shit as a kid. Oh,
that's not his name.
I lived in a cul-de-sac, and me and all the kids that we lived with, we all would play Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Pokemon cards. I don't remember the fuck. I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I didn't really understand how to play the game, but I would play with them anyways because I guess it was fun. And he had this card, and I might have slipped through his window and snagged it, and I felt stupid as fuck.
It's Porygon is the name of that Pokemon.
Let me see.
This one?
No, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Oh,
and it was like an expensive one. God, man, I was a shithead. I never really did stuff like this, but for some reason I did this once. I kind of it's weird. We lived next to each other, and his window was like right by my driveway, and his window was open one day, and I might have snuck in there or stuck my hand in there, took the card out of the deck, And because I knew that he was going to know the card was missing, I scribbled on the back of it with a Sharpie, and then I put it in my deck. And what you would put cards in like those like plastic protector cases. Mm-hmm. So I put it in there, and I remember we were playing, and I drawed the card, I put it out, and then he was like, "Hey, like I'm missing that card, and you have the card now." I was like, "Oh no, I bought this card from a sketchy dude at school for $5. Look at the back, he drew on it." Totally didn't believe me, and I felt like a shithead.
Wow.
I haven't thought about that till it happened.
Really?
Man, I was a shithead. I never like stole anything as a kid or even now, but I guess
me either.
I guess have you ever stole anything?
Never once.
I've stole a few things.
I remember one time a couple times I went to the store and there was like candy, and my sister would take the smallest piece of candy, and I was like, "God damn you!"
And she would eat it right
there.
Yeah. Did your parents see that?
Yeah. They're cool with that.
They didn't care?
My dad didn't care.
Wow.
And my mom saw that she might have been like something.
Holy shit. Show me one more Pokemon.
Yeah, here it is. This one's a legendary, man. Once again, one of the original 150. Just describe what you see. This one isn't on the nose.
Zapdos.
Wow, yep, Zapdos.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we turn it up tonight.
You said it wrong, but close enough. That was
really?
Yeah, it's Zapdos.
What did I
You
say?
said Zapdos.
Well, don't fucking put me on blast because we didn't fucking hear that shit. I got it, and that's all that matters.
That's Zapdos. That's Zapdos.
Man, looking back at that, because I haven't seen that since I was a kid, he looks stupid.
He does look stupid, doesn't he?
What the fuck is he?
Is it like a bird? Is it like Big Bird, but like
it's like Big Bird, but
got hit by lightning.
Yeah,
Big Bird got hit by lightning.
Like dumb as fuck. I want to play this game with Maddie, but like not Pokemon, because Maddie, we work with Maddie. He fucking loves Pokemon. I feel like at any moment of the day, you can guarantee that he's playing Pokemon
or Hearthstone.
But what could we flip it like instead of asking him who is this Pokemon? Like who is this?
I do politician. Who is this politician?
But Maddie's actually pretty smart.
Maddie's pretty smart. I mean, and you can't do rappers because Maddie definitely knows rappers too.
Maddie knows fucking every song on the radio by heart.
By heart.
It's weird. He'll just bust that out at any party and just rap all of it. I'm trying to think what would stump Maddie.
Brett too. Brett knows all the rap songs.
These dudes that we
Truffle
work
butter?
With, yeah,
he knows truffle butter.
Oh god, truffle butter's so gross.
Yeah.
People, do you think most people know what truffle butter means?
No. Most people might have heard the Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Wayne song "Truffle Butter." Thinking out loud, man, can get a couple million on me right now.
Truffle butter is, and I might even be fucking it up.
Urban Dictionary, you dummy.
Truffle butter. Well, first let me say, and then you can correct me if I'm wrong or not. Truffle butter is when you're having vaginal sex with a girl, and then you switching up the angles, and then you have anal sex.
Yeah.
And then, the fluids, the body fluids that come from the anal.
Are you saying the pussy juice? Oh, the
pussy juice and
the anal juice.
And the anal juice, rectum juice combined is truffle butter.
Truffle butter. Real gross.
If that was served on like a plate, like in a fancy restaurant, do you think people would try that?
I'm damn sure they would.
It's like, this looks good.
The fact that something is on sale makes people want to buy it. If you put it out there for free, we'll give you a free. If a guy was walking down the street and he was like, "Hey, yo, I'm giving out free truffle butter from beautiful women."
Not if he was walking down the street, but if he was in an aisle at Costco and he's like,
"Yeah,
we got truffle butter right here,
truffle butter."
I got these thrown in the oven. It's just tasty.
Yeah, you at Trader Joe's or Costco, and he's like, "I got truffle butter, giving it out." He will buy it for it. People would take it. People will try to sneak themselves 2 truffle butters.
People would walk around the store twice just to get another.
People would go buy a shirt at Costco, put it on. And just tie it around their waist like this and be like, "I'm a girl now. I got a midriff. Give me some more truffle butter."
Even people without Costco memberships would sneak through the front door just to go get themselves some damn truffle butter.
Yeah, people be sitting at home high and be like, "Yo, dude, let's go get some truffle butter from Costco. Are you for real?" And then they go get some goddamn truffle butter.
Yo, did you hear 7-Eleven has the new truffle butter chips?
Did you hear 7-Eleven's got the new truffle butter Slurpee? Oh my goodness.
That's fucking gross.
Yeah, you got to mix it yourself. They got anal truffle butter and vagina butter, so you got to mix them yourself. If you mix them both at the same time, you'll get truffle butter. Oh god.
Yeah, that is fucking gross.
Yeah, but people will do it.
People eat up everything. Consumerism.
People like to buy things.
Consumerism. let's wrap this shit up with throwing shade at friends.
Oh, yeah. We were way deeper in than we usually are.
Really?
We're at 63 minutes.
Hell yeah. So this is the last part of the podcast. I kind of want to make this always the closing. But
throwing shade at friends.
This is throwing shade at friends. All right? This is where Will and I just throw some shade. All right? Because people are throwing shade at us all day, every day. You know, but I want to... And on the real... if you're my friend, if you know me in real life, don't listen to this shit.
We should have said that in the beginning. I always tell people, don't listen to the podcast. If I know you, don't listen to the podcast.
Like we have friends come up to us and like, oh, I listened to the podcast. It was entertaining. Which I feel like is kind of shade. Maybe they weren't actually entertaining. But whatever. You know? But don't listen. All right, well, this isn't for you. This is for us, Catacomb, and some other motherfuckers.
Yeah, some other motherfuckers.
First time I want to throw shade. There's someone in my life that's been bothering me.
Damn.
And you need to stop. All right. I feel like every moment of the day you're just trying to bring me down, and I'm getting mad. All right. Like if you were a balloon, I'd squeeze you till you popped.
Till you popped.
All right. And then I'll suck out all the helium and just say some real shit to you. We should do that. When's the last time you did that?
I've never in my life.
You've never done that?
I've never. I remember one time. I was at a party with all these kids that were doing it, and like they're making their voice sound like helium. And I said to my dad, I said, Father, does that count as a drug?
Oh my God.
He was like,
did you really?
Yes, I did.
You spoke to him like that?
Yeah. I used to be way more articulate when I was a kid.
So you were Obama before Obama.
I was Obama before Obama. Yeah. All the kids in my school called me Obama for years.
Really?
Yes. Always called me Obama.
Father. Helium's bad.
Helium's bad, but is it a drug?
Wait, what did your dad say?
He laughed and he was like, no, and I still didn't do it.
You still didn't try it? You've never tried it once?
No.
Not even like, you've never been curious?
I've always been curious, but I never did it.
We should try it.
Yeah. You act like this is a drug. We're talking about when you have a balloon and you suck the helium out.
Yeah, and your voice is all funny sounding for a second.
I've never done that.
It literally lasts for like 4 seconds. And I don't even know if it actually ever works on me.
I also didn't do it because I heard that we're running out of helium, and people are wasting it doing that.
I was trying to save the goddamn environment. Yeah, this is throwing shit. I'm going to throw shit at you. You fucking dumb. Say, oh, you turn out the lights. Oh, sometimes I want the lights on, Will. We have 2 lights in our bathroom, and he yells at me because I use both of them. Well, fuck you, Will.
You only need one.
I'm going to use both.
You only need one.
Well, maybe I really want to see the details in my face because I'm like looking at it or something, all right? Sometimes I want more light, and you don't need to come up in the bathroom when I'm in there saying some shit.
You want to know what's really interesting about that, though? I feel bad using one of the lights, and because I use the one that has more lights, and I actually took one of the light bulbs out and never put it back in. I still feel bad about it.
I'm nowadays more. I think recently I'm more like conscious or like trying to save the environment. Not save it like going out and doing stuff, but like turning off lights and like just trying to do stuff like that. Like not drive as much or whatever. But back in the day when we used to hang out at Reseda. No, Reseda, before Roscoe.
Yeah, that's actually what I meant to say. Reseda. Yeah.
Reseda. I used to always leave all my lights on.
When you leave?
Yeah, we would like leave and go get food, and you'd be like, turn off your
lights. Yeah.
And I never thought, was Catacomb there? Catacomb was there.
Catacomb was there.
So
maybe
I was like subconsciously leaving it on for him, but yeah, I used to like leave lights on. Don't leave fucking lights on. Turn the lights off.
It's a waste.
Steve has his lights on right now. And he hasn't been home for weeks.
I'm
worried about Steve. Steve, where are you?
I always think his lights are on too. I think it's just that there's a window in his room.
No, Steve would never listen to this. I went to his room yesterday with Sam, and his closet light was on, and his bathroom light.
God damn.
Turn your goddamn lights off, kids.
Steve doesn't care.
Turn your lights off. Take quicker showers. And when you're brushing your teeth, turn the damn water off because we're in a drought, especially if you're in California.
I use so little electricity. Only electricity until recently when I bought a TV. Was my laptop and my phone.
Yet our bill from our last apartment was like $1,000.
I wonder why, Darren. Look at this. Look at all this.
I was never home.
Look at all this.
You were the only one home. Think about that shit. Think about that.
Every time you came home after not being home, pitch black dark.
I turned on everything.
Turn on everything. I gotta come home and turn on everything.
I fucking flip the switch to everything.
Everything.
God damn.
Turn on the microwave. I can't have silence.
Do you have any shade you need to throw?
Shade I need to throw. I'm gonna have to stop talking about this person, but shade I want to throw is at the girl that I liked and she didn't like me and she liked someone else instead. I wanna. Well, you said you want to make the girl, the other person you were mad at, you want to make her a balloon or something.
Yeah.
I want to turn you into seeds, and I want to plant those seeds and grow a new version of you that actually likes me.
I was hoping you would say, I want to plant you as a seed, grow a new tree that's like you, and then cut that shit down and make it into paper. Bitch!
And write about my feelings on it. Yeah, that was it. I think that's my only shade.
That's the only shade for this
But
week.
to that person that didn't like me, I know you're not going to listen to this, but I find you taught me a lot. You know, oftentimes when you like somebody and they don't like you back for whatever reason, you got to realize what you learned from it and move on from it. Don't be mad at them. People don't have to like you. That's it.
But we will be honest that you did fuck everything up.
You did fuck everything up.
We were going to have a lot of fun.
We were going to have the best time. Yeah. But now I'm going to be sad all the time.
And on that note, folks, this is She Didn't Text Back. Our podcast is now on iTunes, that's weird. Mm-hmm. You know, I never thought I'd have a podcast on iTunes. So please, people always say, "Hey, you should rate it because that helps them." I don't know how it helps me. All right, maybe it gets me higher in the list, but like I heard this guy named Matt say that you need to rate. So go on to iTunes Store and type in "She Didn't Text Back" and comment and rate whatever.
And say what you liked about it.
Yeah, or say what you hated about it, because you know that's cool too. People always say
what you liked.
People only want to hear the good shit. I want to hear the bad shit mostly.
I do want to hear the bad stuff, but you can tell me that in person.
But well, they might not be able to see you in person. See, the reason I want to hear the bad shit.
Email me. Don't put it out in the public, because then other people can read that.
Well, I don't mean bad shit. When I say bad shit, I don't want to just.
You mean like criticism?
Yeah, I want to hear.
If you got some actual criticisms, if you watch this episode of People Be Like, I said, write your letter to no one, because I don't care. No, I'm just kidding. But if you have an actual criticism, you may email. We're just talking. Yeah. How are you going to criticize me having a conversation with my friend?
I don't like the way you talk. I don't like your morals. I don't like the things you're about. Okay, guys, also I want to preface it that a lot of this is just jokes. We are selfish people. We are mean. Let's get that out of the way. Let's be honest here. We're friends now. Will and I, you know, we have goals and dreams, and sometimes those are more important than other things.
If you watch anime, every main anime character ever only cares about his goal. I'm selfish. I love a lot of people in my life, but I got some goals that I want to achieve, and they stand first.
So I think this is the part. We're actually going to close out the show, but we're going to close. Will, when I give you this, when I give you that sign, you hit spacebar to turn that shit off. All right? But don't do that shit yet.
All right.
Here we go. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because we back, though. DVG. William Haynes. Could have been Jordan Haynes, but it's not, though. Every girl out here, she's a vato. What's that mean? I don't know. Bitch got a gato. Brand new shit. Now I'm on that. I'ma pass it to William Haynes cause he been on that.
Rubbing lotion down my leg like I'm ashy. Catching Pokemon like my name is Ashy.
Ashy.
Throwing Pokeballs to the farthest place. Man, if I catch Zapdos, I'ma be mad.
Throwing shit to the farthest place. I'm just trying to rob your dad. Yeah, I call him Banks. From Fresh Prince, not Haynes. Motherfucking going out here, we all insane.
I got a big fist in my hand, and if I throw it in your face, you're gonna be real sad.
I'm gonna be real sad. I'm gonna kill your dad. Hit that motherfucking spacebar.